to answer that question because they don't test him all the time.
Yeah.
They don't know.
But he is smooching with all the cops, I guess. He said.
All the military,
Oh
half of our
no.
military leaders are like quarantined now because they ain't got no. Yeah.
Oh god. Oh no. So he
Look,
never
that's why
kisses
his wife's
himself.
mad because all those chicks that work with him, they all got it. Every single one of them.
Well, he's got a harem, innit?
Oh,
He's written a constitution for himself. Thou shalt have many hoes.
Yeah.
As you do. Oh dear. No, honestly though, still, I hope Joe Biden does win though, mate, because America does need to change. It does.
Oh.
It's the biggest pollutant on the planet, mate.
but
It really is.
the comedy is so good.
No, it's not
That
funny.
is a
Yeah,
positive.
yes. It's so funny. I mean,
Since Trump
okay,
came along,
you can't understand.
America.
You can't understand that, Estelle, because you are not in our position. So
It's never
you,
been
you
so
look
funny.
from the inside perspective. We look from the outside perspective, and you know
Sucks it.
that's a little different.
Oh god. Honestly, still, if you were to be in our shoes, you'd look at it and just think, man, oh man, America.
That makes you guys forget
Honestly.
about Boris, right? Like you don't even
About
think
what?
about him anymore. And Brexit, that's a passe thing, right? Nobody cares about that anymore.
Nah, that
To
went
be
for
honest,
a Burton, mate,
yeah.
a long time ago. It's all COVID now, it's just completely forgot. So, it's not
He
even
was funny
mentioned
as
in the
well, that's-
parliament.
He was funny as well, but that was a different level, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, Boris
pretty much a
Johnson's-
different level.
Boris Johnson's version of laughter is like very timid, whereas with Donald Trump, you know you're gonna have a laugh because of the way he comes out with
Yeah.
his stuff. I just can't believe Joe Biden didn't just walk up to him and slap him silly for half the stuff he said. I'm surprised he insulted his son, who got dishonorably discharged, which was a straight dig. Like, what the fuck? I just can't believe it, mate.
Oh yeah, he's talking about his drug problem. And all
Yeah,
that.
he had a cocaine
Just-
addiction. Oh, he was like, oh,
like
look.
his son doesn't. Like I can't believe. Like, and that's how you know. Like his son's got a problem. Anything that he mentions is really happening to him. You know. So like, you look at his son, dude. That dude looked high as hell that night. He was up there doing the rally.
But still,
Yeah.
it's legal. It's legal to smoke weed in the US, so it's
Yeah,
fine,
he
mate.
ain't,
It's
he
not
ain't
like
smoking no weed.
cocaine. Oh, fair enough, mate.
That dude was coked out of his mind when he was standing out there.
On an acid trip, mate. Give me them
Look
mushrooms.
at his girlfriend. You see her yelling to an audience of nothing? Who is she yelling at? She's up there screaming. What? I don't know. I forgot even what she said, but she was just yelling it. And it's like, whoa.
Oh, mate.
He took LSD.
And
No,
like, all these
Right.
positive people show up at that first debate knowing they've been exposed and they don't want to wear no mask. No, they ain't wearing masks. We're the Trumps. We don't do that.
we're the Trumps. God.
And now you're
They don't
wondering why
need it.
nobody wants to be in a room with you and have a second debate. You gotta be kidding me, right? Like,
Oh, look,
half of
who
our
is it?
country, half of our leaders in our country right now are like quarantined because they've been meeting at the White House. Now, I don't know how many people work in the White House, but 34 of them are at home quarantined right now.
Bloody Nora.
Like, there's gotta be a lot of people, like just sitting at home. There's I mean, who's running the place?
Well, Melina, isn't she? She's running it.
She's quarantined too.
Well, it would be,
Then they asked her,
Condoleezza
they
Rice.
said, how come you haven't gone and seen your husband at the hospital? And she's like, oh, you know, you gotta get Secret Service to drive you over there. Like, they gotta get in the car with you. And she's positive. She didn't want to expose them to that. But what did her husband do that afternoon? Hey, I want to ride around the block. You guys get a car. Let me drive around. Like, he didn't care.
Dear. Oh, mate.
Huh,
All I'll
this-
say
this-
is, still, is Trump has made
I can't
America
see
relevant.
what the fuck.
I'll tell you. And not for the
Uh-oh.
good things either. So,
Yeah, no matter what, it will be funny
No,
on the
no,
Vote
on
Trump.
I
November.
don't
Vote
want to
Trump.
go. I don't want to do 4 more years.
If Trump has his way,
Oh,
mate,
yes.
he'll change the constitution so he'll be in office for like 10 years, 15 years, knowing him. I
Oh,
didn't
that
think a
would be
president could
great.
do any of the stuff he's done. But as you
Like
do,
Putin,
yeah,
you know.
Is
yeah,
that
yeah,
the
you're right.
what ship
You're
is
right.
that? Is that the bow? Who started
Yeah,
that? The UV?
Yeah.
yeah.
That is the pointy end. A very big
Does that
pointy
give you
end.
the
Looks like a
That's the one with the
cigar.
century thing?
Yeah.
Hmm.
What do you need to pay for that?
Lockbox.
Of course. Do
I got it in the
million?
first 10 boxes I opened when it dropped.
Okay.
Shame the same luck didn't happen with Dawn. I
Mm.
couldn't help but sort of laugh in my mind. Because he was so adamant on getting his
I
ship.
gotta go down to the base for a second here.
Which species is this anyway?
The Baal, they're out of Discovery Season 2. They're the black gooey creatures that rule over the Kelpians on Kaminar.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where they came from.
Mm-hmm. They are the predator race over the Kelpians. At least that's what I remember from the episode.
They're not really the predators, though, really.
True,
They
but
were the prey.
They subdued all of the Kelpians, though.
Mm-hmm.
But still. Oh, dearie me.
Is there any word on Picard?
Nope.
No, nothing
And
yet.
I have checked.
Oh, you didn't like Picard either, though?
What?
I
Me?
see. Yeah.
Yeah. Shall I begin?
Well, I mean,
No, don't.
we got a few
because-
minutes. Wait a minute. Yeah, I want to hear it.
Oh god, still, once again, you've opened up the floodgates, mate.
I just want to see where he's coming from. I got an idea, but like it helps to be refreshed.
It's stupid because, you know, I mean, when I hear Picard, then I want someone who's exploring and diplomacy and whatnot. And I guess in some points he, as an actor, tries to do that somewhat, but he has no chance about that. I mean, first of all, there's
Because he's an
these-
android now.
No. I mean, he's trying to act like Picard would, but he has no chance to do this for real because there's then like this episode where he is picking up the what's it called, the Talchia kiddo. I don't know his name. I have forgotten it. But you know, that was so stupid. There was the
Oh, wait a
point
minute.
when
I
he
remember.
said,
The guy was mad at him.
yeah,
Believe
yeah,
it.
he was so mad. He was so mad. And the whole episode was like how he treated him and that he left him alone, never come back and whatnot. And you know, to this point I was like, okay, I can really understand this guy. Yeah, to this point, I can really understand. I would be so upset, so badly upset. Okay, and then there was the point. He said, "Well, okay, I guess I have no chance now, so I leave." Picard, you know, so I go ahead. And then there came the point. Well, I guess I have to join you. And I was, what the fuck? In no way, you know, never ever when I was at that point, and he didn't try to negotiate or whatever.
He probably had that argument internally for years after Picard left.
Yeah,
You know?
but anyway, I mean, this was so like that was so bad written, and then the next thing is this stupid just cut him the head off. That was just for the sake of it, just for cutting the head off, just for the audience, because we want to see this these days. That we need to see blood and whatever. Blood and Honor, I wanted to say, but no, that's not the
Blood and
thing I
Honor.
want. Uh,
Decapitation,
that was
more
just that was just for the splatter. We need the splatter. And
well,
there was no real reason to do that.
it wouldn't be Star Trek these days, though, Ice, if you didn't have a bit of blood and guts, I suppose. It's what they perceive the audience wants, quote quote.
Yeah,
Which is not
and the
what we
same
want.
with
I'd agree, it's great
Seven
stuff.
of Nine. That was totally wasted. I mean, she could be.
Well, she did
Or
become the
I
Borg
would.
Queen, though, for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, for 10 minutes.
Yeah, with all the Borg
That
drifting
was
off
the
into
next
space.
point. That was so disappointing. Okay,
Yeah.
you have this race, this fearsome, this totally overpowered race, which we have feared uh, for seasons and seasons in the Enterprise. You know, in different fucking shows, and it was always the Borg. You always feared them to death, and then okay, they become awake. Let's open the doors and, you know,
Jettison them into space.
so easy. Just open the doors. So why haven't we done that earlier?
I didn't even know the Borg ships even had like that sort of thing where they can open up a side of their ship and just put all the crew into the vacuum of space.
And it was totally
Well, there had to be a
lazy
place for the
writing.
spears to like dock.
Yeah, but
and...
that comes through like a little circle hole in the ship, and that type of Borg cube wouldn't support a Borg sphere because it's not big enough. You need a Borg ship like the one from First Contact or a tactical cube. Those cubes don't
let's
ever
be
have
honest.
the spheres.
Here's where I lost it. Like, look how quick that cube got taken out.
What, by
like,
those giant flowers?
Yeah. Like, woof.
I'm not even going to go
Like, that was disappointing.
That was shocking. I've never seen anything like it.
But this scene was as well totally disappointing because it was lazy writing. Because they wanted so bad that, you know, that they have some sort of picture of Borg in the show, you know, just to make it Star Trekky or whatever. And then they had the problem, okay, fuck, the Borg are awake, what are we doing now? Because, you know, they don't fit in the plot. So let's kill them all off.
It's because, Ice, and I'm sure you'll agree with me on this, they've turned the Borg from the galaxy's greatest villain into the villain of the week. So they've lost all their stature reputation of being the bad guy of the galaxy. So they're just there just for being there. So if it's ridiculous. I wish they would give him a proper story, like the origins of the fucking Borg. How were the Borg made? It's been like almost 5 plus years since Q Who in 1991, I think it was, with the episode Season 2, Episode 17 of TNG. And yet, since then, we've seen the Borg, we've seen the quadrant where they come from, we've seen the Unit Complex, we've seen all the Queens. Why not the origins? It would have been a perfect staple point, but lazy writing, maybe?
It's lazy writing. For me, it's wasted potential. And also, you know, also 7 of 9 is wasted potential because she's becoming
she won't be wasted.
Totally.
Get her in that cat suit.
Nah,
slap me
totally.
Mate, you're telling me you wouldn't, mate? 7 of 9 as she is now.
No,
mate, she'd cook up a nice French fries.
However, she's her character is wasted because
she's
she
a
could
lesbian?
have fitted. Nah, she's not a lesbian, dude, or whatever.
Well, she's betrayed with it because the other women.
However, what I wanted to say is that her character is wasted because she would have fit so well in the Star Trek universe that you have made her. What's the deal with 7 of 9? It was the conflict being a Borg integrated into the Federation, into humanity, becoming self-aware and whatnot. And now she's just a simple space cowboy. There's no conflict anymore. No nothing.
That is true.
You know. So that's just again wasted character. I give them one thing, and that was the end where, um,
What
you
with
know,
Data?
where no, uh, before that, when William came in with the fleet, that was
Oh
totally
yeah.
Star Trek. That was real Star Trek.
I
You
was
know, when all the
expecting a
ships
massive Armada versus Armor battle. That's what I thought.
exactly.
I was like, come
I
on,
give them
shoot,
that.
shoot.
But
Oh
this
man.
should have happened way before in this show, and way more.
It's just a shame it took like 12 episodes for us to build up to that. If it would have happened at the beginning or midpoint,
Yeah,
they could have made way for more dialogue development, more backstory on the different characters. Like, what has Seven of Nine been
yeah.
doing since she left Voyager? She's obviously part of the Fenris Rangers, like a Marquis sort
Hmm.
of rebel, like renegade group. Okay, fair enough. But like what you were saying earlier, more on the Borg, the origins, or something different, something that ties in with it. And it just is a bit lazy writing. And I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
about
it's
you, but
something.
I didn't know Star Trek Picard had Discovery timeline fucking shuttles. That's one thing
The
that I noticed.
problem, the problem always is, I think that the show itself isn't that bad, but the problem is they raise so high expectations when they claim it's a Star Trek show, and it's
Hmm.
especially a Star Trek show with characters we all know, and they are not able, or they are not even willing to, um, to respect these characters from the early days. And
I
so
can
that makes no sense for me. If they
I
have,
perfectly understand where you're coming from on that. I think that's the position of a hell of a lot of people who watch Picard to the end of it.
What
Um,
do you mean they didn't respect it though? Like how?
it's because
yeah,
I
it's
think
because,
it's because
hmm,
though still what the gist of it is Picard has got such a reputation and such a history behind it that technically it should be, let's say, the Picard should be more on par with, let's say, TNG. But they've taken it to the next step where Picard's obviously well in past his prime. Now he's an
yeah,
android, which is confusing. But
and
it's just mad.
and the other thing is, like I said, respecting the character or the character development is like it makes no sense that this that Seven
It's
of
alright.
Nine became a total irrational, uh, yeah, like a villain. I mean, a
So,
total outlaw. That makes
yeah.
no sense in no way.
Mhm.
That a
You are
Borg
right.
that a Borg drone, who had, of course, some conflicts and whatnot, became such a irrational, yeah,
That was because of
character.
Hugh.
That's
That's because of
nonsense.
Hugh though, because he done that reclamation project.
I was going to say they were removing the implants and all that stuff, so she kind of became her own person though, right?
Yeah, of course she became her own personal. However, she was relatively old back then, even when she came out of the Borg um, collective. And you can't tell me a person who's that old and who is raised in such, you know, um, rational environment
I need a
totally
new
has
environment
a
myself, Ice. I've
complete
just ripped my roll up in
different.
two.
What, please?
I've just ripped my cigarette in two by accident. Fuck's sake. Yeah, sorry, pal. You were saying?
Well done.
I know, innit? Give me
Yeah,
a blue Peter badge.
is completely is completely developing different. And even if that's happened, why then don't explain it? Why don't give it a background? But
Hopefully
it
they will
didn't
address
really.
this in season 2. I mean, for me personally, I'm looking forward to the Captain Pike show. That's what I'm looking forward to.
I'm not sure if is she really a constant cast? I mean,
What, Jerry
from the
Ryan?
show? Yeah.
Yeah, she is. She is cast to be back for season 2
Yeah.
of Picard. Every person
No,
that was in season 1.
she joined the crew.
Yep. And what's the name of the
Yeah.
ship? The La Serena.
Oh, yeah.
Who died?
That's,
Somebody died, though, right?
yeah, Data.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah,
What
and
happened to the
Narek's
chick
sister.
that was the?
Narek's sister, she died. 7 of 9 pushed, kicked her off the side of that bloody board cliff, didn't she? Take
Yeah.
this.
What about
So,
what happened to the doctor that was selling them out to begin with?
He lived.
No,
Dr.
the chick.
Song.
Nah, the
Oh, no,
chick
she
that
lived. She lived.
did. Okay.
be right back.
Yeah, she lived. The Romulan that they captured escaped with one of the androids, so.
Oh, that's right. Her brother.
Yeah.
Because they woke up the bad chick. They were teaming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, this plot, you know?
It was a weird one
Nah,
to follow.
it's
The story.
hilarious. I mean, they had this you know, what's it called? When some party is secretly undergoing
But Section
thing,
31 for
the
Federation is a
enemy.
Tal Shield. Or Romulan.
Yeah, they had that so often, you know. I mean, you could have mentioned that the Federation somehow learned from it, you know. I mean,
Yeah, how
but
do you have like these double agents
yeah,
like all throughout
all the
the
time.
command of the thing, and nobody ever catches it?
Yeah,
And like you said, nobody
makes
ever learned. Oh, remember that last guy? He was infiltrated. No.
yeah.
Yeah, that got old. I didn't like that. I was like, and then like what? How long you been in the Federation? You've gone through the ranks,
Hmm.
and like this is your moment. This is what you've been waiting like 15, 20 years for. And the other chick was leaving, going to visit her brother, going back and forth. Like they don't track people. Like you were kind of off the grid for 2 days. Where you been?
Yeah, it's somewhat interesting, to be honest.
Oh, she had a whole thing with her brother. I was kind of looking to see where that was going, but guess we won't know now.
Not sure if it's her brother.
Mm.
Or maybe, you
The
know.
way they were going on, I was thinking, no, they're not really.
Hey, we don't know what Romulans find
Not
socially
sure if I'm
acceptable.
hurting someone
True.
here, but maybe they are Irish or so.
No, you're not hurting anybody here. No one's Irish. Those Federation cruisers. Get away from me. Like, seriously.
We didn't get an update today, did we?
No. No update today. Tomorrow, possibly?
Well, I was just reading the patch notes, and I'm just kind of wondering when's that supposed to happen?
Yeah, I think it's PC patch notes that you're reading there.
But yeah, this scene with Will was pretty much the only Star Trek, or what was really Star Trek within all the last shows from Discovery and Picard. That's the only thing where
Well,
the
the
real
fleet
Star
warps
Trek
in.
vibes.
I guess you're not gonna like
yeah.
Lower Deck, did that?
What?
Lower Deck,
The animated
Never
series.
seen it.
the animated one.
Never Is it Lower
Yeah,
Deck? That sounds a little bit like a comedy show.
it's a cartoon,
It's an
Yeah, a
animation.
comedy cartoon.
huh?
Comedy cartoon.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I see. That's what I imagined. I haven't seen it yet. No, I don't know.
Oh, good. You know.
Maybe I will like it because
Mm,
when it's
mm,
comedy, that's fine for me.
I don't know. I don't think you'd like it. But
Why?
it does add that little bit of, reality to, you know, because we only see the
Reality.
stars and the officers, upper deck, but the people that make the ship run, what's their life like?
Yeah, sounds fun to me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hmm. I think I have seen it. I'm not too sure, but I think I have seen some. Um,
Weren't they giving away duty officers?
Yeah, the duty officers are being given away in the Zen store. But I think if you haven't collected them by now, then you won't be able to get them now.
That's how we go. Yeah. I wish they had been collectible, throughout the account. I haven't even used them.
Neither I collected them but never used them.
I just wonder if they did anything special.
I'm not too sure.
so I think this is the last show that Mr. Picard is doing anything.
It's doing commercials here.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah, didn't he
but
do one with Mark Hamill?
Yeah,
yep.
it's horrible.
Yeah, but let's be honest. I mean, there's not much time left for him.
Hey,
I mean, yeah, what?
he could be president.
I think Jean-Luc will make a good president.
Yeah, probably, but they are all pretty much. They could pass out every single second.
I mean, let's face it, they could computer animate anything now. I mean, come on. How many times is Arnold Schwarzenegger going to come back as the Terminator?
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
pretty surprising. Yeah, you're right.
Dude, you should have seen, like, at the beginning of the movie, they show the younger version. It's like, wow, look at that.
But
Arnold in his prime.
but he's doing very very good. I mean, even if you see him on social media and whatnot. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
when you see Patrick Stewart on social media, then you really see an old man. I mean, really. Yeah, no joke.
Huh. Yeah, if you got enough money, you can extend that a little bit.
Oh, okay. This now we go this road.
What? I mean, he's got
The
money, so he can
QAnon,
afford the
you
best,
know, killing
the best
kids,
medical
drinking their blood.
care. He can get like
Oh, okay.
transfusions.
From kids
Yeah, yeah, there you
in the underground with Bill Gates all together.
go.
You heard
Oh
about that,
man.
haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, something coming from the US, so
Oh
you must
yeah,
have heard of
dude.
it.
It's just craziness, dude. The
Hmm.
freaking like the conspiracy machine around here is just going nuts. It's
Yeah,
amazing what people will believe though.
yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely
I've seen pictures of
unbelievable.
Hillary eating a baby.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Really? No. Like a baby. Nobody
Yeah,
ate a baby.
the problem is you started off with a joke and someone take it serious. So I think that's how it started. That wasn't really someone who was thinking about how could we how could we make up a conspiracy theory? And was someone just saying a joke, and then
That guy
another
killed
person
people
said,
over that.
"Huh, yeah, sounds legit."
It was supposed to be happening in like the basement of this pizza parlor, and the guy went in there and shot the place up.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, that was great. I mean, let's be honest.
The
That
people
was
just believe anything. Just
yeah,
they
but
believe that Donald Trump had that virus and he's been cured in like 6 days.
no. You
People
don't
stay in
get
the
it.
hospital like a
No,
month over that shit.
no. The actual conspiracy theory is that Donald Trump never had the virus. The guy in the hospital was not him. It was a double.
Is that what
Yeah,
this
no
is?
joke.
That's even
That's
crazy.
what they're saying these days. So, and Trump fooled the world. That's what what the people say these days.
And
Wow,
I return.
that's a good one.
because
Come back.
welcome back. That's
Thank you, Daniel.
because all the people after he rescued the kids from
You still
sucking
on about
them out
Picard?
and dry.
No. Trump conspiracy, no.
Oh my god. I think I should stop recording this. I'm probably going to get blacklisted and chased down by the FBI.
You need to